Hi. Hi, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? If you don't know me yet, my name is Lex. I'm a comfy witch VTuber who works at a magical coffee shop. I hope you are all doing so incredibly well. I know I am. Today's been a bit of a busy day for me, but it's been a good one. I've had a lot of fun today. I did some editing. It's been really great, but enough about me. How are all of you? Let me just take a little sip of my coffee, and then I'll get into what we're doing today. Okay, so we're playing some more Ace Attorney Investigations today. I am really excited. I absolutely love this game so far. Last time, what did we do last time? So on last week's episode, there was a dead body in Edgeworth's office. And we're like 99.9% sure we know who the killer is, right? As we are investigating, this guy bursts in. His name is Jock or something. He's like super into sports, and he's like, oh yeah, this guy that just died is my best buddy, or was. And then he also like gave him some name that wasn't even his name. And he's like, oh yeah, no, like this is like the third one. I've had 3 sidekicks. And they've all had this same nickname from me. So, I have a feeling that maybe he killed all of them. I don't know, but you know, he's another prosecutor, so he knows secrets about the prosecutor's offices that only another prosecutor would know. So I'm fairly certain it's this guy, but we're gonna find out today, hopefully. I'm not sure how long this case is. I really thought we'd be able to finish it during last week's episode, but it seems to be a little bit longer than the average tutorial case, which is fine with me. More to play, you know, even better. But I am super duper excited about it. Let me just take a little sip of my coffee. Today's coffee of the day is hazelnut and a little bit of cinnamon. I've been really into hazelnut lately. It's just so good. You know what else is really good? I tried to remake the purple McDonald's sauce. I didn't dye it purple, but I tried to recreate the flavor with some chicken today. It's like the chicken that comes in like the green bag. I forget the brand name, but it's like a chicken that I've seen other people eating. It's like a breaded, crispy chicken nugget type thing. So we kind of air fried some of those, and I tried to recreate the sauce to the best of my memory. I feel like I got really close. It was pretty good, but it kind of lacked the little bit of like lemon, and it needs a little bit more of that like horseradishy flavor that the original had. I don't know. I was never really much of a horseradish person, but maybe my taste buds have changed. Honestly, they probably have. I feel like my palate's a lot more refined these days. But yeah, I'm super excited to get into this. I have no idea how much is actually left. Sorry, I just love this music so much. I could honestly listen to this on loop for like 3 hours. So, you know, it's a good thing we're probably gonna play this game for like 3 hours at least. I can't believe yesterday's Duck Detective stream was 4 hours long. I didn't think it was gonna take us that long. It said 2.5 to 3 hours when I looked up how long it takes to beat it, but I'm me, and I take a little bit longer to beat things because I stop and pause to be all goofy like every once in a while. So Yeah, 4 hours, but it was so fun. It didn't feel like 4 hours at all. Genuinely, it was just such a blast. I really hope that ending means that they're gonna make a third one, because I will be playing it if there is. I absolutely will be. Right, before we get started, there was something that I wanted to mention to you all. Just a little thing before we get started. I will not be streaming tomorrow, which you knew if you've seen my schedule, but I will also not be streaming Monday. I'm just going to be taking a couple of days off just to spend some time with loved ones for the holiday. Of course, I'm gonna miss streaming so much during those 2 days, but I will have some fun little posts scheduled for that time, and I will be back on Tuesday. So just a 2-day little break. I try not to take 2 days off in a row, but I feel like it's okay to make an exception for this one, you know? Bing, bing. Sorry, this music is just it's so distracting. It's so good. Like, what did they put in this? It's just super special, you know? Yeah. I've been watching a lot of JoJo lately. Oh my gosh, it's been so good. I'm on Stone Ocean now. Can you believe it? When I first started streaming, I was watching Stardust Crusaders for the first time, I think. I was like at the very beginning of it. And that was like almost 3 years ago now. Almost 3 years ago, that's insane. But I'm nearing the end of Stone Ocean now. I'm really liking it a lot. There's a certain character that I was really attached to, and I'm kind of I'm feeling a certain way right now. I think I have like 10 or 12 episodes left, something like that. Really bold choice for him to have like the majority of the season be set in a prison, though. I thought they were gonna break out by like episode 5 or something. But they really just stayed there for like as long as possible. I don't know. I really like Jolene. She's like not my favorite JoJo, but I don't really know who my favorite JoJo is. Who is my favorite JoJo? I really liked Young Joseph, but I feel like my favorite JoJo character is like it's never the JoJo. I really like FF. I really liked the cast of Diamond is Unbreakable because they really just felt the most like actual teenagers. Where, you know, with other seasons you've got 13-year-olds that look like they're 13 going on 30. But no, the cast of Diamond is Unbreakable is just like probably one of my favorite casts, if I'm being honest. I also really like Narancia. Maybe you can sense a pattern in my favorites, Narancia and FF. maybe just a little bit. Okay, let me take a sip of my coffee. Yeah, are we ready? Are we ready for some Ace Attorney investigations? No, but I really can't wait to finish Stone Ocean. And then I get to watch the first and only episode of Steel Ball Run. I have no idea what's going on with that. I've heard that they don't have any real plans for when episode 2 is coming out. That's crazy to me. Because people have been waiting years. I'm not caught up yet, but people have been waiting years. And there's only one episode. That's insane. But I will be caught up by the time they put out an episode 2 at this rate. I'm watching like 1 a day or something like that these days. Not even. Probably at a rate of about like 3 a week. So I should catch up soonish. Okay, that's enough yapping. I just wanted to talk about JoJo. I think it's time for some Ace Attorney Investigations, the game where we get to see the himbo himself, Detective Gumshoe. I'm so excited. And I want to see how this case turns out. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know exactly who did it, right? But how are we gonna... Oh, and Maggie was there too. We have to save Maggie. Because... Oh... That jock guy was trying to put the blame on Maggie, so we have to... Oh no. Okay, I think we should just start playing. Let me just swap on to the Ace Attorney category. It'll just take me a second. Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth. He sure is Miles Edgeworth. Okay, to the game screen. Guys, I'm so excited. There's just something about this music. Honestly, it just makes me want to move. As if I don't already do that enough. Okay. March 14th, 4:18 a.m. Prosecutors Building 12th floor hallway. Ooh. I like that there's a basketball here. Can I eat it? Why am I like that? The world may never know. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? A 1? A 2? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. There he is. Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. Welcome. There he is. He is here.
What is with that prosecutor? Can't believe how rude he was. It's unbelievable.
I can believe it. A lot of the prosecutors in this series are very rude. It seems to be a bit of a trend. I think Edgeworth is probably the most mild of the prosecutors. I guess you could say he's the most Miles. Sorry. That wasn't funny. That was terrible. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. Did he have any? I don't know about that. He's a professional, but is he a professional? Okay.
I'm gonna find some real solid evidence, sir.
But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir.
True. So, and what now?
Looks like my life has fallen into yet another gigantic ditch. Poor Maggie, she's always ending up in some kind of situation. This poor girl. Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
Really, sir?
For example, this hallway. What do you mean, this hallway? Well, I guess the killer had to come from here and flee to this hallway. So yeah, there might be some clues. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information. Wow, Edgeworth is so big brain. That makes so much sense. Wow, it's like he's a real prosecutor. That doesn't even make sense. He does more detective work than Gumshoe, I think. Like 90% of the time. But we love Gumshoe. He comes in clutch, like, when we need him the most. Let me just take a little sip of my coffee. Regarding the mystery surrounding my door. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. That's a lot of floors. And a lot of hallways. I really like that we can walk around. Side portrait Gumshoe isn't real. He can't hurt you. Side portrait Gumshoe. Why does he look like that? You know what? It's fine. He's still the best. Okay. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Woof woof. Woof woof. Sorry about the dog. He's just a silly little guy, you know? 1202. These 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Whoops. Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir.
They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of... Is this gonna be relevant? Like, even if it's not relevant right now, it might be relevant in another one. I don't know. I feel like this is probably going to be relevant. A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. Oh, he so would be the person to be like, my door must be made out of the finest mahogany. He would be. But it's sturdily made, making it near impossible to break in by force. It's almost
majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door.
Gumshoe. He wants to be the door. Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something greater than himself. He's jealous of the door. That's so silly. Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire.
I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone.
Yes! Absolutely, 100%. Just keep being you, Gumshoe. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay. Right.
That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir.
Oh, poor Gumshoe. He's the best. Ooh, a doorknob. I don't see any signs of forced entry. Which means they must have, you know... That's because they used the master key to get in, right?
According to the guard, no signs the lock was picked either, sir.
Meaning the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob?
Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, they think.
Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. Yeah, someone who would know. Like a prosecutor. Maybe. I like that it gives us a little check mark once we've finished interacting with something. That certainly does help. Can we interact with this? What is this? Is there anything here? Ooh! Is that the file? It's the file. It is. Which would be very convenient for the jock guy to just kind of like tuck it under there. So he can come in and be like, no, buddy, why did you have to die? You know? Because if he was threatening Edgeworth, he can leave, put the file underneath, and then just walk back in like nothing happened. Right, because he was the shadowy figure as well. Before they had turned the lights on and all. And he works here, so it's not really suspicious for him to be here. What are we doing? Oh. I think I pressed the wrong button. I'm like, why did it bring that up?
Ah, isn't that the missing Zero Series file, sir?
It sure is. It even has blood on it, so... No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seem to be a few pages missing.
Uh-oh.
That's probably not good. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. What was necessary? Like what was stolen exactly? Because if Edgeworth has an idea of which pages were stolen, which he probably doesn't, he has a lot of files, but if he knows which pages were stolen, then we have an idea of exactly why our killer would want this file specifically.
So what are these Zero files about, sir?
That's what I'm asking. Thank you, Gumshoe.
I guess they've got something worth stealing on them, huh?
Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the case within these files are not mine. Really? Huh.
Huh?
They belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. Oh. I remember her. Lana. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. Okay. I really liked that case with Lana and Emma.
And that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right?
Apparently. It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing. The case from 10 years ago?
I wonder why anyone would care about such an old case.
Maybe they knew one of the people involved. Perhaps. That could be the reason. Always want to play these games, I just have no attention span to sit and read sometimes. That is completely valid. Honestly, streaming is one of the things that helps me sit down and play a game for multiple hours at a time like this. But welcome in, I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. A well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent.
Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know.
He naps here? You would sleep even out here, detective? In a hallway? Yeah, that sounds like him.
Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. It always ends the same way. Me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful?
Oh. Maybe I should give it a try sometime. To envision myself winning. Naturally. He's so funny. We can interact with the floor behind it? Why would we want to do that? I don't think there's anything different. I bet the thieves. Not under here. Why would he be under there? Underwear. This is so silly. Hi! Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome, welcome.
I guess there isn't enough space for anyone to hide under here anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone could contort themselves to fit, I'd be really impressed.
I don't think anyone can do that, no. I mean, the file barely fits. Good, just got done a challenge in one of my games. Got 2 achievements, nice.
Sounds to me like somebody's already tried at least once before.
Gumshoe. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we needed to interact with the floor here, but it was funny. We'll talk to Maggie in a second. Oh! It's our least favorite guy. Winston Payne. Okay. We'll interact with everything we can, and then we'll talk to people.
What is the basketball doing here? That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway.
Wow. Whose office is this?
This office. 1203, 1203. Hey, Maggie. Whose room is this again?
I beat the final boss under 3 minutes. Ah. That's pretty good. Click on achievement for completing the whole thing for the first time. Nice! It's Mr. Portsman, sir. So he's like our next door neighbor, too.
So, he's my new neighbor, I see. I suppose he moved in while I was away overseas.
Very interesting.
What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago? So, when and why was it moved indoors? I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? I heard it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself.
Dang. Oh no.
All the way up to the 12th floor?
Casual hoop in the hallway. Yeah. This jock sportsman guy is kind of a weirdo. Okay, let's talk to Maggie.
I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this? That's something I do have a random hoop in my house. That's funny. This is like a dream! A dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth! Is she okay? She wants to be cross-examined by Edgeworth.
I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the Master Key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with tea.
Okay. Let's ask her stuff first.
Have you ever met the victim before?
This game is very funny. Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
Sounds like fun. Just once I'd have loved to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
On second thought, I don't think I fit in all that well with them.
Gumshoe's so silly.
Ms. Maggie Bird, correct? I take it you are an acquaintance of the detective? She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day she got caught up in murder and things started going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Poor Maggie. How does she always end up in cases? This is like the third one. Don't worry, my whole life's been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment. What? When you were how old? How'd she survive that? I think, honestly, I don't know if she's unlucky or if she's lucky because she keeps surviving these things. Oh my gosh, okay. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. And now I even managed to be named a criminal, just when I become a security guard. Someone with her luck should not be a security guard or a police officer of any kind, but I don't know.
That's a lot to go through in one lifetime.
I know! And just when I thought I'd finally found my happiness. She's a cop, she was. She was for a little bit, and then she stopped. And now she's just a security guard, which is, you know. I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird. Nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth, you can count on me. I'll do all I can to help. She's so funny. Look at her eyes. How do they rotate like that? Get rotated. I don't know. It's kind of funny. We have to ask her about the master key because she did have it at the time of the murder. Or it was missing at the time of the murder, but she had it up until then.
So, when did you discover the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir. How are you so sure? Though it's very likely, considering someone used it to break into Edgeworth's room and, you know. Let me take a little sip of my coffee.
Why is such an important key stored in such an
Let's try that one more time.
Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
Always, you say. I can't read, apparently. Except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit that was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sorta using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge.
She used the master key.
For what? What do you use it for exactly? I'm sure we can ask now. Yes, used the master key. Wait. I pressed the wrong button. Again.
What did you mean by you used the master key?
Oh, I I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key. Maggie? Oh, Maggie. Who's gonna tell her? I think she opened the door to... Well, it was missing at the time of the murder, but I think maybe there's a chance that she did open the door for him without realizing that it was the wrong door because they're right next to each other. Oh. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right? Ah. Uh-oh. What is it? That's right, I just remembered! The prosecutor forgot his key. Let me guess. It was Mr. Portsman, sir. The suspect in this case. What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird. Quickly. What did... I'm so confused. So... if she was willing to just help him open the door, then why was the key stolen? Did he have his assistant run and do it when she wasn't paying attention or something? I'm a little confused. Okay. Forgetful Mr. Portsman. He doesn't seem like the type to forget his key. I don't know. It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir. And that's when he loaned the master key to him. No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir. I see. Are we sure about that? It shows the basketball hoop. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, maybe they swapped things around. The detail that they could take the numbers off from earlier, that sounds pretty important to me. I don't know. Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think. So, in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Ah. This key was used to unlock and lock Portsman's office at 12 a.m. and 1:30. Uh-oh. That's probably not good.
Talk about suspicious.
I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, Detective. Yeah, him specifically. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I just do. I'm so silly. Let's look at it. It says 12:03, but if you can move the numbers around, then, there's a pretty good chance that there's been a mix-up somewhere. Room 1203. I take it that this is Mr. Portsman's office. Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, Sorry. Since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir. Why? So, why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202? That's really suspicious. I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd. Ah.
Yep, that's gotta be it. Can't think of another reason. I can think of at least 3. Why am I even wasting time thinking about this?
That's so funny.
A minimalist yet classy door. It's the same. It's kind of majestic too. Fits in really well with the ambiance of the prosecutor's offices. Even Mr. Portsmouth seems dignified just because he works behind one of these. Nonsense. A man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works. Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
That's so funny.
Mr. Payne. I suppose custodial work can also be dignified. The door's locked tight. I bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
That does not sound like a good idea.
This is the office of a high prosecutor detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them. Aha, so I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be who our culprit is.
Oh, Gumshoe. There's a reason why he's my favorite.
Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from?
Oh my gosh, that's... that's pretty good. There's nothing interesting about the door itself, but maybe the basketball hoop?
It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop. I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office. But, you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here. How long have I had the same office, and yet you still manage to get lost?
That's so funny. Okay, I feel like... I feel like since you can swap the numbers... that he might have swapped the numbers and even changed the position of the basketball hoop, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's talk to you. What do you have to say?
Is everything all right? Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds.
That's a really specific amount?
Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room. Oh, everything's okay, sir. A word of advice. Stay focused, or you may start to lose even more weight.
Okay.
Looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter.
Oh, pain.
We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post-haste.
Sounds like a messy case you got on your hands. You ever feel lost or need some advice? My door's always open.
How gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again?
What do you mean, who is this guy again? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's so silly. What else is there to do? I feel like we've looked at just about everything. It doesn't seem like we can leave this screen yet. So what's left right now? Oh, I think we have to do our thing now, where we put the pieces together. Files in disarray. The culprit rearranged my files twice, once before and once after. Why? Another handgun. Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun in play? Okay, that's not what we need here. The master key was stolen. This key went missing from approximately 1 AM until 2:30. Could she be lying? She seems honest. No, I feel like this case is very straightforward. It's the first one of this game, so I feel like they tend to keep them simple. The tutorial cases, I mean. Use the master key. This key was used to unlock and lock Portsman's office at 12 a.m. and 1:30 a.m. Wait. The time is off then. It went missing around 1 a.m. But she said that she used it at 1:30. So maybe she made some kind of error. I feel like it's more likely that she would make an error than lie to us. You know? Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story. What? No way, pal! I mean, sir. Be gone by... Oh, wait. let me get it. Boop. Okay, we're good. Crisis averted. Sketchy. You said you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time. Ooh. It could just be a mistake. It's possible. Wow, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember now. What? She's so funny. You're right. It was around that very time that I realized this master key was missing. And? Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So, I pretended to lock up his room, sir. You pretended? Oh my gosh, really? So it wasn't locked. Is it possible that he knew it was missing? Because Edgeworth's room was unlocked when he got back. So if they were doing something to sort of mix up the numbers, you can't, there are no numbers on the door in this exact image. But if, oh my gosh, okay, I'm onto something here, but let me take a sip of my coffee. I feel like there was a number swap at some point. So this is actually Edgeworth's office that was never locked. So in actuality, you never did relock the door then? Well, I thought maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess this door still hasn't been locked properly. Ooh, so if we go open it and it's locked, then we know. Mr. Portsman's office data jotted down in my organizer. Okay, should we test it? Can't test it. I guess it won't let us. Let's try this one more time. There might be more here. No, it has nothing to do with that. I'm a little confused though, because I think we've looked at just about everything. Unless there's still something that we can talk about with Maggie now. No, it still has the check mark, so there wouldn't be. Okay, we can ask Gumshoe stuff too. How do we do that? Okay. I think that's what we need to do. Yes, sir. Anything of interest?
Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share?
It's nothing, but I noticed that Mr. Portsman calls his partner Jim. We talked about this last time. And the detective in that Sunday night drama, All My Cops, is named Jim too. I bet one of them is a big fan of the show.
You seem to know a little something about it yourself. I take it you watch it too.
Of course, the tight bond and friendship between prosecutor and detective is great, sir. That's so funny.
It's nothing compared to the super strong friendship we have. Oh.
He's so goofy. I love him.
Friendship, detective. I think you're mistaking it with pity.
Edgeworth, that's mean.
How can you say that, sir? And after all we've been through, too.
Sniffle, sniffle. Poor guy. Oh, I got an achievement, too. For doing that. Oh, I feel so bad. Okay, I feel like maybe we need to present evidence and stuff to do this. I don't know. But we are coming up on the 1 hour mark, so I think this is a good time for us to take a little break. So if you need to get anything at all, you know, maybe a snack, something to drink, now would be the absolute best time to do it. I like to run an ad every hour just so that no one misses everything. I like to have a planned break when the ads would run normally. So, I will see you in just a minute. I hope you have a good break. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Sorry about the dogs. Oh my gosh. They really started barking as soon as I got back. Sorry, one more second. Okay, sorry about that. They're not gonna stop, but I'm back now. I hope you all had a good break. I hope you have everything you need. and I am super excited to get right back into the game. So, hopefully we can tune out the barking, or maybe it'll stop in a second, but I'm so sorry. I didn't think they were gonna start barking as soon as I got back. Okay. Also, I had to swap to my other set of headphones. So if you noticed a little like dip in the audio, that's why I had to swap off of my good headphones and then get onto my backup pair because my good set kind of died on me. That's totally my bad. I should have charged them up before I streamed. I'm so silly. Okay. To the game. About Miss Bird.
No way she's the killer. Please don't tell me you buy into that accusation, sir.
Rest assured, I think she's innocent. However, I need to ask her a few things regarding her security guard position.
Well, if you're only asking, that's okay. Stand next to her and then press space.
That's so funny. I love that they tell us how to talk.
Then you two can talk about whatever topic you pick. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. When you want to ask about evidence, all you have to do is present it to her with F.
After you choose what to show her, press T. Okay, that's ridiculous. I'm not reading this off. Thank you for the explanation. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we probably do need to talk to Maggie still. I think we just haven't shown her everything we can. Let me see. What's left here? Oh, the door. We have to ask her about the office. That makes so much sense. I feel so silly for not realizing that. I've had to open Mr. Portsman's office up for a number of times before. So this is a recurring issue. I've also had the chance to see the inside of his office on a number of occasions too. He's got shelves upon shelves of sports memorabilia, trophies, and awards in it. To the point where it's almost beyond gaudy, sir. But maybe I just feel that way because I'm jealous, since I don't have even a single one.
Don't say that, Maggie. I'll make a special Guard of the Month award just for you.
Oh, he's so silly. Thanks for trying, but I've already got a mountain of consolation prizes, sir. They're proof of just how unbelievably unlucky my life has been. Plus, getting an award from you just isn't the same as getting a real award, sir. Oh, he's just trying to help. I thought that would actually, help us with something, but I guess not. Oh, maybe we need to ask about his profile. We'll try that after this. Oh, she doesn't know anything. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Profile time. Wait. We can't present profiles? I guess not. Okay. Maybe we can ask him about the file. Oh, I can't actually. Okay. I can't talk to him about anything. But we don't have any pieces to fuse together. Like, we can't just connect these. This has nothing to do with anything. So... I wish we could try going in. Like, we can't try the door? Oh. Deduce. Wait. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? No, I didn't do it right. Okay. I'm not really sure what to do here. I'm stuck already. We're not that far in either. Oh my gosh. Silly, silly Lex. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Oh, you know what? I bet it's the lock. The lock has something to do with it. Maybe. If it'll let me. I really do think it is. Connected to... It's definitely at least connected to the key. I think so. No? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know what to do then. I'm totally confused. Let's talk to Gumshoe again. Anything here? Or maybe if we present him with some evidence, we can get like his perspective on things. Nope, nothing? Okay, we'll skip over that. Blah, blah, blah. What about this? I'm not sure what I should do with that other than to arrest it. Why would you arrest a door? Okay, what about the file? No? Oh my gosh. What am I supposed to do? I can't even... I don't really know. I was wondering about the investigation. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Let a real seasoned pro teach you how it's done. A real seasoned pro? Of instant noodle cuisine, perhaps. You know, you can always check out the really important spots in more detail, right? Yes. If your area is too big, you can always use arrow keys to take a look around. Huh. I knew that as well. And when you think there's a contradiction or something unusual, try deduction. But I don't know what to do. Like, we don't know if it's locked or not. Let me hydrate a little bit. I really need to think about this because I have no idea what's going on here. Well, I do know, but it won't let me. Let me look at the doors. Let me look at the position. Okay, they look the exact same. It's just that they have different numbers, so there's no real way of knowing. I'm not sure what... Let me do some light reading. Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot here, but not what we're looking for, unfortunately. We can't ask Maggie about the things that we need to ask about either. It has to be something in this room. I'm gonna put a save here though so we don't run out of chances. I think I'm just gonna spam everything I can. Maybe. I can't believe we're already over an hour into the stream. That's crazy. It doesn't feel like it. Feels like we just got started, honestly. Because we haven't done anything important. I don't know why I clicked on this. That's not what I wanted to do. It really isn't. I'm so bad at this. I feel like... I'm really stumped here, but I feel like it has to be something... What evidence do we have? Alright, we've got... The door-related stuff would be the key. And Mr. Portsman's office. The rest wouldn't make any sense, so it's gotta be something to do with the key. Maybe it's the tidbit about the door not being locked. Let's try this. And then obviously if it's not right, then we will try again. There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence.
I got it.
Yay! If what Miss Bird said is true, then why is this door locked tight?
Huh? You know, you're right.
Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door? We're getting somewhere.
I'm certain of it, sir.
Okay. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
Which means what, sir?
It either means he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one. Gee, I wonder which one.
She opened a different door, but how can you prove that?
There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is, we need to examine these. Ooh. The number plate. The prints on the number plate. They will tell us all we need to know.
Everything? Really? Like what, sir?
Like, well,
how is that wrong?
what do you mean that's wrong? He swapped the numbers around. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? Okay, I guess maybe it's the key then? Or maybe, I don't know. Is it the key or is it the doorknob? Because if Maggie touched the doorknob, then her prints would be on it. I'm gonna say it's the doorknob. The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything.
Hey, you. Yeah, you, pal. Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay?
Okay.
So what'd you figure out?
There's no need for such belligerent, nostril-flaring detective.
Sir, I found only Mr. Portsman and Mr. Face prints on the doorknob.
So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive.
Huh? I'm lost, sir.
Thinking logically, a certain other person's prints should be on this knob as well.
Maggie's.
Take that!
Don't you find it odd? The prints of the person who unlocked the door are absent. You're really getting somewhere. Yay!
You mean?
Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. I knew it. I knew it! Let me take a sip of my coffee. What have we here? Oh! A paper of some kind. I won't rest until every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I think I missed a couple words there, but, Ooh. This paper must be something. What is this?
Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir.
Let's see.
Oh, there's something written on it.
Like what? What does it say? Uh-oh. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone. But looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later. The 3 pieces of evidence. How many pages were missing from the file? Looks like a note from the victim.
Yeah, and it's for Mr. Portsman, which isn't surprising because they worked together. But
I don't know. I feel like this has something to do with it.
What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game?
It was moved. Look at the little... Ooh. It's been moved.
That's okay, Detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off. Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk.
The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this. I think someone moved it to be next to Edgeworth's office. Investigation complete. Oh, I got some health back. That's good. I really needed it. Poking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely.
Huh? How so, sir?
In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of the case. I know who it is. Your voiceovers are so cute. What do you mean? I'm very serious. As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman. Gasp! Who is it? Yeah, we knew that it was Mr. Portsman because, well, everything about him really, but... What? Mr. Portsman?
I knew it. That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me too. I suspected it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir.
I suspected him way before that.
That is anything but logical.
Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Lady and gentlemen. I don't know why that's so funny to me. He couldn't have just said prepare yourselves. He's such a loser.
Come what may, it's time to knock on Truth's door.
You mean your own door? This door right here? This is so silly. He had to address them first. His manners. He's so goofy. March 14th, 5:12 a.m. Wow. It is early. High Prosecutor's Office, room 112. 1202. I can read.
Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody letter, sir.
All right, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Why are they playing catch with the important file?
Okay, looking good. You there, take good care of this.
Gumshoe almost got hit on the head. Oh my gosh.
Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe. And a line for you, Portsman. We got you now.
Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke?
It's no joke.
We know, Mr. Jock Sportsman, that you are the guilty party in this case.
You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you could stay. If you promise to stay out of our way.
Ooh. I don't think I will. Portsman seems like an a-hole. He is. He's terrible. He's just a total weirdo too.
You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job. I can see right through the unsightly paper thin mask you wear upon your cowl.
Burn! Let me take a sip of my coffee.
Who'd ever thought it would come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor is Manfred von Karma, right?
Gasp.
The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy.
What are you saying? He better not be implying what I think he is.
Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Although, that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you've yet to prove anything.
What do you mean? Mr. Portsman's rebuttal. It said but.
I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how, may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here?
You didn't. Maggie did. Because you lied to her. You set her up.
Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I got work to do, so we're done here. Sorry, but we are not finished yet. Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something. I'll show you what I'm basing my accusations on. With evidence.
Crazy. Apparently I can't speak today, though. Mr. Portsman's rebuttal. Okay. Boop. It's this... No. It's this next one, right? Yeah, this one. Okay. We've got something that proves that this is exactly how, right? But the question is it the key? Or is it the door? This bird says she unlocked this door, but her prints were not found on the doorknob. I think it's the key this time.
Objection!
He's so confident with his little his head shake that he does. It's so funny. I believe you were able to open my office door with the master key, no less.
Objection!
Ooh. Wait. Hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct.
He's sweating now.
That's right, you used your finger to direct this person.
Maggie Bird. Poor Maggie.
Take that!
I feel so bad for her. She's always getting caught up in these.
You had asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes? Yeah, I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know? But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it?
What?
You've quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain that it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure it's opening the right door. That doesn't mean anything if you can move around the numbers.
See, Miss Bird backs up my story. Yet, what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking what you wanted?
No, it wasn't. Higher.
And how do you suppose I did that?
Well,
By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
that's right. They do slide out pretty easily.
I like how she just comes to our side as soon as we say that. Furthermore, you then used one other thing to give a very strong impression. That the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. Ooh. What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think it was his hoop?
The hoop. The basketball hoop.
Take that!
We're really getting somewhere now. Oh, what? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually strong impression on me. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor.
He's getting roasted. That's very true, sir, but because there was a basketball hoop sitting there, I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's.
There are signs the hoop has been moved. To sit it in front of my office, to be sure. I see, so that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack.
What do you mean? What exactly are you talking about? Conjectures are better.
Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me.
That's... You go, girl, give us nothing. Like, what was that?
So he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he?
This stupid jacket. he just pulls it, puts it on, and just like...
I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
Rude! That's so rude. My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday.
Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here.
What kind of slime? Okay. Let's go through this one more time. Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. But... That's the thing, though. If... The prints were not on his door, so we've got that. I don't know. Let's look at this. After that, I was in my room the entire time. Let's look at our evidence. Let's see what we got. We need to prove that he wasn't in there. That's like the biggest, you know, like gaping hole that we've got here. Because he obviously wasn't in his room. We know he was in there. Oh! Found under the door for the absent Mr. Portsman. Looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later. Yeah, he wouldn't have needed to slide the note under the door if Portsman had actually been in his room at the time that he said he was. The fact that it was still there proves that he wasn't in his room.
Objection!
I think that's it. That was a lie. He's told us a few of those. At least one. Let me take a sip of my coffee. What are you talking about? This is a note the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door. Or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. ... You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you and what were you doing? Something illegal, probably. Look at his face. Shall I explain it in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room. The very room you had Miss Bird open for you.
Objection!
I love when the intense music kicks in when you're solving the case. Yeah! Yeah! This is so good! I love it. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. That's just nonsense. You've no evidence I made the girl open your door for me. Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence. No way! This is proof positive. You and Miss Bird opened the door for you. The fact that the prints were not on this doorknob. I'm like 90% sure that's it.
Take that!
I had your door dusted for prints. My door? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right, I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Her prints? What do they have to do with anything? Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her prints should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. Further, all of the prints on my office's doorknob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out. Uh-oh. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. I think we're definitely gonna finish this case today, because what else can happen from here? What's possibly, like... This is it. And I had the misfortune to return what I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. Uh-oh. Shenanigans. As I said, when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office.
And just what's so funny, pal?
Well, that look of stiff seriousness on the face of the office's finest prosecutor, as he makes a huge mistake in accusing me, is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world. What? Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer! Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already. He probably is slippery with how much he sweats. As I said earlier, it's also circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints? Well, I could readily confess that I wiped that knob down well. He probably also wiped our knob. But why would he have wiped it if he wasn't there, is the question. If he hadn't been in, why would he have wiped it? Why is he even here if he never went into his office, you know? We know he hadn't been in there because of the letter. I'm a little obsessive-compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob you had touched, which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there. I can't speak, apparently. You made that up just now, didn't you? Weren't there no prints on the door? I'm confused. Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Like, early evening, for example. That doesn't make any sense, because if you had been in your office at midnight, like you said, then I'm so... This guy... Are you saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway? Hey, even geniuses fail at times. Right. This guy, He's probably too preoccupied by work-related matters. Oh, that's no excuse. Now that's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size. Oh, but you can't prove that, can you? Dot. Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir. Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. Besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? Would you be willing to tell me what it is, then? I only just realized we had one, as we were talking. What do you mean? You just realized you had one? Like, right now? You should have said that, like, an hour ago. I guess it would have been better all... Oh my gosh. One more time. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I told you sooner. Yeah. Portsman's alibi. If memory serves, you came back to this office around 2 a.m., correct? It was then, the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Really? Ask around. I'm sure all the other detectives will oh my gosh, I can't speak. I'm sure all the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. Do you really think it's that perfect? Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe.
Sir, yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back.
Well, there he goes.
Mr. Edgeworth. Sir, I think we're in trouble.
It's just like Mr. Portsman said. Huh. Interesting. I mean... Unless he had an accomplice. He wasn't in his... He wasn't in Edgeworth's office when we got there. He just showed up again after the fact, so maybe he went down and then went back up, but... I don't know. You see? Dang. This guy's good. All of the evidence points to him being the culprit. So, there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. Okay. You came back to this office around 2 a.m., correct? You had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. I was down in criminal affairs. What do I do? I guess maybe we need to press on things. I don't know. I'll start from the first one. Portsman's alibi may seem perfect at first glance, but I know there's a hole in it somewhere. All I need to do is press him a little and see what comes of it. Okay, so the game said the same thing. Let's just press on as many things as we can.
Hold it!
Just for this one. You are correct. It was around 2 a.m. Never fear when Lhexra Ace Attorney is on the case. Yeah! I'm a professional. Totally. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with time. I remember checking my watch, then make no mistake. It was 2. He knows it was 2. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Dang, I'm almost out. Tragic. Ooh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. It was then you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint. Okay, press on that. You got this. It is, as you say. However... Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Objection!
How do you see the corpse if it was pitch black, actually? Because we knew about the corpse. Oh, come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. I think maybe that's what he's going for. But what do I know? I'm just a Lex. Oh well, doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit. At exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Really? What were you doing in criminal affairs? Exactly. Are you gonna tell us? So, you paid the criminal affairs department a visit. Yep, right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story.
Hold it!
Well, we did go around and ask around to confirm your testimony. And it was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. A number of detectives said that they saw you around that time. Dang. See, I have the perfect alibi. That's too bad. That's the ace I had up my sleeve. The ace attorney. Uh-oh. Impossible. He actually does have the perfect alibi. Really? What's wrong? By the sudden sullen look on your face. Can't you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we reached the end of the line, and it's time to get off this crazy train. You there. Sir. Please escort... Please escort the young lady out. But remember, be gentle. Maggie! Detective Gumshoe! Uh-oh. That's bad. Is there nothing I can do?
There must be a way to turn the situation around. Oh, if only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? Mr. Portsman's alibi. The intruder I met could not have been Portsman. Who could it have been? Ooh! Okay. I need to calmly think this through one more time. And with logic. Logic time! Okay. Mr. Portsman's alibi. The intruder could not have been Portsman. Who could it have been? There was another handgun. If there was another gun, that would prove that there was a second person. I think? Yeah. Different gun means different person, usually. There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life. And one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. Oh no, his jacket! I mean, I guess it's important to him, but it's... Come on. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once. Meaning, it is entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. Uh-oh. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person. Who was it? Which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office. Who? Who was the other person? Maybe the victim and his killer weren't the only visitors to my office. The culprit rearranged the files twice. So 2 people both went through the files then? This is so odd. Huh. This is really interesting. Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve this issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know the shelves were disturbed once before, and once after the murder. So it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think it was the work of 2 different people. But the question is, who was it? Because we don't really have a lot of other people here. You know? We don't have a lot of other people in our... Yeah, let's look at the profiles. The only people here are Buddy, Gumshoe, Portsman, and Maggie. And it wasn't any of them. So who could it have been? Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it. And once again after the murder by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. Ooh. I don't know. I'm confused here. If we suppose the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back.
Objection!
Objection! Is this the first objection of this game, or did we have another one last time? We might have had another one last time we streamed it. Let me hydrate a little bit. I feel a bit dehydrated right now. Maybe it's just because I'm talking so much. I feel like it has to be. Mr. Portsman, it seems I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Great, so you finally come to your senses. Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir, what are you saying?
This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean?
The person I ran into was just your average thief.
A thief? But, sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction?
What are the odds that two people would break in the same night? Not at all. It simply means the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, two culprits stole into my office tonight.
What do you mean, two?
Where's the other one? I bet it's this guy. This guy over here. He looks suspicious. I don't know. It explains why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were two guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office.
Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know.
He's angry. If you could please go along with my hypothetical for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about.
He looks really upset.
This is so good. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me. Which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time we're getting to him. We are. This is going pretty well, actually.
So then this would be when the files were put back in the wrong order, right?
Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith? Uh-oh.
But why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir?
He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office. Would be my guess.
Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right? He must have thought it was odd, so he came into this office to check it out.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding! And as a detective, that was the right thing to do. But when he came in... Oh, why is that Maggie? That's weird. But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there. Because it was Mr. Portsman. Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him. And then... well, bam. He killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. Uh-oh. Look at him biting on his metal like that. What a loser. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired. The one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind.
You're such a complicated troublemaker, you know that?
I love Gumshoe. Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room. And this is where it gets complicated. There was another
Visitor, sir?
That's so silly. I love when characters finish each other's sentences. Very, very goofy. Yes, and this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so... they stole the master key from the security guard's room. And then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize.
Stolen zero file, right, sir?
But who was the thief? We don't have anyone. to mark down as the thief. Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. I am here! I'm All Might. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter.
Uh-oh.
So the shelves getting messed up twice and the 2 bullets is all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times.
Great! Great deductive reasoning, detective. Good job. Let me take a sip of my coffee. The detective doing detective work. The person I met was just a thief and was not, in fact, Mr. Fate's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know the murder took place during the first culprit's visit. Ooh.
What's so funny, pal?
Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything.
Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all.
But, you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Okay, and... I mean... Supposing, if, and that's a big if, your theory is right. It would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. He's such a jerk. I hate him so much. He's so... But there's still one defining point of your argument, for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor. Yeah... I mean, we are just kind of making an assumption here.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir.
But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point. How are we gonna figure this out, then? I guess that's a job for Lex after the break. We did just pass the 2-hour mark, so I think this is a good time for our second break. But I will be back in just a minute, you know. Same as ever, if you need anything at all, now is the best time to get it. A snack, a drink, you know, all that good stuff. And I will see you in just a couple of minutes. Have a good break. boo. Hi. I'm back. I have returned. I hope you all had a good break. Now it is time for the third and final act of the stream. We are going to do our best to solve this case within the next hour or so. Yes. I think we've got this. I think we can do it. What do you guys think? I think we're like, oh, I think we're right there. Really. Welcome back. Thank you. Okay. Let's get right into it. I'm ready. I want to know what happens. Hi from Anime Boston. Hi, welcome in. How's it going? How's Anime Boston? I hope you're having fun. He has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point. Uh-oh. Fun but super tired? Well, I'm glad it was fun. Conventions can be a bit tiring. I've only ever been to one. But, you know. It was a while ago now. Don't say that, sir.
I don't believe this. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must. You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you really met was just a plain old thief, then why is this person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct.
Sportsman's Alibi Part 2.
That thief you ran into should be a real suspect, wouldn't you say?
Uh-oh. Hi, welcome in. How's it going? Welcome, welcome.
You should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at Criminal Affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left.
Ooh. We're really getting somewhere here. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. I have to lock in. Okay.
So, you think we should be out there looking for the thief? Of course. Now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions. I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue with where we left off, shall we?
He looks really nervous now. I think we're getting somewhere. I know I keep saying that, but...
I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime.
He was.
I just have to find a way to prove it.
That thief you ran into should be your real suspect. Why? Why exactly? We should be out there looking for that thief. They might still be nearby. I don't know about that. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room, and when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at Criminal Affairs. What was this evidence exactly, I wonder?
Hold it!
Let's find out.
Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? Oh, that's because he said he was tired and was gonna take a quick nap. You know, those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. One of his habits.
Maybe it's a detective thing.
And what of the evidence you brought? They were things related to yesterday's case, just 2 items. A gun and a pendant.
A gun? Could that be the second gun? Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. Oh boy. A gun and a pendant that are related to yesterday's case. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me look at our evidence real quick. I might be wrong, but I think there's something not quite right here. Let's read it. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence, just like we talked about on the phone. So, what happened to the 3rd piece of evidence if there's... Ooh,
Objection!
this is so good. What happened to the 3rd piece? Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman. As you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece I think you should read carefully. It says Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces. Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. I can't believe to get tripped up by simple arithmetic. This is so funny. Where is the missing piece of evidence? The music is so good. Listen to that. It's... You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe.
You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe.
This is so funny.
Don't come any closer. I'm warning you. This is all part of the investigation, pal, so don't even think about stopping me.
No!
Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir.
What is it? Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. Like what?
But why would he hide something like that?
There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Uh-oh. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. This is getting really good. Okay. KG8 incident. Is that the incident that's missing from the files? Perchance? Maybe? This is so good.
That's a police case number, sir. Does that mean this video is evidence from that case?
Interesting. However, what's recorded on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once-over. Blood. What happened here? Did the blood end up on the tape? When he killed his partner? Hi! Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh. Uh-oh.
You mean this might be Detective Face blood?
I think it is.
No, you got it all wrong.
I don't think we've got it all wrong. I'm pretty sure we're right about it. No amount of denial can save you. We've but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us you'd received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us, when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video? Hi, Maggie.
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was it at the moment of his death? Now he got that smug smile off his face. Finally! Yay! Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him?
You know very well there's no way to prove that.
Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints? Ugh! We got him. We've got him now. If I had to take a guess, I'd say the only ones on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith. Ooh. Yeah! What just happened? Did he just swallow the metal? He just ate the metal. What happened? Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. That is insane. Finish him. We sure did. This is typical Ace Attorney, but oh my gosh. It's so funny.
Mr. Portsman had been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir.
Yay! Very good.
The results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir.
Yes! Is bro dead? Apparently not. Kinda looked that way, though.
The blood work came back. It was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir.
She's so funny. I love her. It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. So we don't have to prove who the thief was then, which is good. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, it was nothing, really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean, I consider myself lucky there was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir.
Only a burglary and a murder, both in the same night.
If it had been a holdup or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. Yeah. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
Something tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail. Oh no, poor Maggie.
You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor.
And why would you say he was corrupt?
Well, I heard there was a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir.
He was trying to say that we were using forged evidence. He was implying. When in reality, it was probably him. Forged evidence, huh?
They say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Ooh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession.
He was. Little loser. We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office.
Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up.
Although, we can be pretty certain it was to steal something.
This is just between you and me, sir, but, there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes.
Oh, well, well. With Mr. Portsman not wanting to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem we haven't heard the last of this. Oh!
Huh? Then Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy?
I didn't say that, but rather, there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. And that is probably what we're doing in the next case. Maybe. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance to this piece of evidence. It's about the file, right? Like, why specifically they wanted this file? I'm pretty sure that's it.
Take that!
The person who stole this file. The other villain of the night.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? It's that guy! That guy right there! I don't know. I'm just being silly. It's probably not him. If I had to guess, at least.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Yes?
I came across this while I was processing your office earlier.
This card.
What is it, sir? Is it a bird or something?
Huh. Interesting. It's not just any bird. It's the mark of the raven. A three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective.
Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? The great thief everyone's talking about?
Yes, it is the mark of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Who could that be? I guess this will end up being important in the next case, I'm sure. Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Yatagarasu haunts embassy. Ooh. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like. The Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. It is quite the mouthful, definitely. And I feel like we're gonna have to say it a lot more in the next case. Finally. Good job. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. I guess maybe we could shorten it. Yeah. The theft is always performed in silence, and always with perfection. But since we saw the thief, then it wasn't in complete silence this time around. That's interesting. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media. So what does that have to do with this? Along with the single card. Although, it has been a while since Yatagarasu's last appearance.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Look, something's written on the back.
What does it say?
It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files.
Where exactly? So, the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu. So it has something to do with the case, maybe? I don't know. Yatagarasu organization, quite a few keywords are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
The end? That's it? Well, I guess there's another case, but we don't have time to play that all today. I want to know what happens next, but I guess we're gonna have to save this for a different day then. Okay, let's put a save here. Yeah, I guess we're done. That was the case. It took us about... Between last week's 3-hour stream, it took us almost 6 hours, I think, to finish this case. Which is solid, but they're only gonna get longer. This was kind of like a tutorial, you know what I mean? Okay. So we beat Turnabout Visitor. Next we have Turnabout Airlines, and there seems to be a very familiar figure on the cover of this next one. Maybe a figure belonging to none other than the Franziska von Karma. She's awesome. We're just getting started. We really are. But I think we're done for the day because we can always come back to this next week. So, new items in the gallery. Should we peek at that first? Let's see. What are the new items? Friendship or pity? These are my achievements, then. For listening to Gumshoe talk in the hallway about where he thinks Jim came from. He's silly. Turnabout Visitor. For completing episode 1 without using story mode. Okay. So we got 2 achievements today. Photo album. What's new? Okay, we can see the gallery from the chapter. There's Jim. I thought we had some other photos though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe was it here? Yeah, we got some concept art. Do we have any concept art of the characters from the first case though? Because I'm not quite seeing. I don't see any here. Oh, see, there's the concept art for our evil guy. He could have looked like this. Look at this guy. His chin is so square and like all of in this one. Those are cool, aren't they? He almost had a little bit of facial hair. He almost had long hair like this, like long flowy hair. Glasses? What is this one right here? This little faint one that's like... I like the one they went with better, yeah. Though I could totally see a little bit of facial hair, you know? Like, otherwise... Yeah, no, the one that they went with is obviously the best. Maggie. What? I'm confused. Who is this? Because this is not Maggie. What's happening? So this is like the concept art for Maggie, but what is going on with the rest of this? Is this supposed to be like Gumshoe? An early version of him? So Maggie's been planned for a long time, huh? Okay. I think we should back out of this because there are some characters we haven't met yet. We can look at our character compendium. We've got all the little sprites of the characters we've met. It's interesting that he has a little sprite, even though he's just a corpse for like the entirety of the case, but they even gave them each change art style. Oh yeah, they had a pixelated version. He looks totally different in the pixelated version, doesn't he? Like, this is not the same guy as this. Am I wrong? Like, this, like, to this in the pixelated version. What does Maggie look like pixelated? Like Maggie, but pixelated. You're not? I don't know how. It's so different. Okay, there's a lot of characters. I mean, it's between 2 different games, so I guess that makes sense, but... Are we missing something? Confrontation. Oh, so like when you're actually talking to them. I see. Okay, it looks like we've gone through just about all the gallery stuff that we can go through. So I think we're gonna call it here, but I had so much fun today. To the chatting screen! How's everybody feeling? That was crazy. I am so glad that we beat this case today. So much happened, and I had so much fun, and I hope everyone else did as well. I genuinely had a blast. I really don't like that guy, so I'm so glad that he's gonna be behind bars for a really long time. That was great. Thanks for get some rest. Of course. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, just a little reminder that I won't be streaming tomorrow or Monday. I will be spending the holiday with some loved ones. When is next stream? I will be streaming Tuesday. I'll be streaming Tuesday at 3 p.m. EST. That is our usual time. And, you know, I will update if anything changes, but I will be posting a schedule on Monday morning. I won't be streaming, but I will be posting some fun little things, so you might want to keep an eye out for that. Yeah. But thank you all for being here. It really genuinely does mean the world to me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, etc. I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Maybe on Tuesday. I'm not quite sure what we're doing yet. Maybe some Pokopia. Maybe not. Maybe Persona? I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll post my schedule everywhere on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and in my Discord. Yes. Always a fun stream. Thank you. But yeah, I hope to maybe see you there. Persona! Yeah. Okay. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, etc. I hope to see you on Tuesday when I get back.